What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Denver Broncos and these guys defending their home turf. On the Broncos sideline, get a look at their head coach. They've been playing some of their best football, winning 8 of their last 10 games. In the same role on the other side, a look at their head coach. These guys already have the division locked up, so just now playing for positioning in the AFC bracket. So happy you could join us today. I'm Kate Scott with Brock Heward. It is time for some football. And we're off on EA Sports. And this will give them some decent field position here, partner. This gets out to the 30. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
You know, Kate, sometimes they say great quarterbacks are like great point guards. And much like we measure point guards in basketball with the assist-to-turnover ratio, and you love a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio that will win you ball games, same with quarterbacking. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, big old win last week.
And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nix holds on to it. Give him 8 on that one. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Nix off the play action. On the move, past the 40. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Off the play fake, here's Nix. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Portland Sutton, the man he was after. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, this group right here, Brock, poised to make a run in the playoffs. But they've had to earn that trip to the postseason, haven't they, without some of their teammates here on the field. And
for everyone on this injury report, the key is recovery. If you got a shot to make it back, any shot, you're going to do all you can to be a part of a playoff run. And for those guys out there playing today, the key word is prevention. Do not add anybody else to this list before the postseason arrives.
That one intended for Jalen Waddle. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. On 3rd down, here's Nix. And he hauls in the interception. And they bring him down after the pick and decent return.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
So what happened there, partner? Looked like he'd found an early rhythm on that opening series until that last throw.
Yeah, fine line between confidence, which he certainly had, and rhythm, and then also just unwise decision-making, forcing that pick.
So here comes this offense as they get set for their opening drive. And leading them out, someone who plays with his own signature brand of hero ball at quarterback. It's Cam Ward.
I think we could give him a pass from last week because they still found a way to win, and that's the ultimate job of a quarterback. But those interceptions, that's not what we're used to seeing out of him week to week. The 2 touchdowns, though, well, that's the ball he wants to hit each and every time out, and when he gets there, usually good things follow.
So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
That's intercepted near the sideline. Picked off Brandon Jones. And the Broncos will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Looking for Pat Bryant on that throw. And it's going to be 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Bronk. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But if that defense is flying around and making the play.
And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it's going to be 1st down Denver. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
He's still going at the 30. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Nix now to throw. And they set up the screen here. It's Harvey. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back ended up being the target, they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment, made it the perfect time for the 1st down.
They'll run here. It's Harvey. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage once again. That 7-yard line as they get set. 2nd and goal. Looking. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal.
3rd and long for him here. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
A loss of 7 yards.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Finds some space. He's past the 30. Has a hole left. Room to run. It doesn't look like it. He took it all away. Touchdown. Oh, baby, what a return. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And his guys take a 4-point lead. After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. On 1st down, it's Nix. Quick slant taken in by Waddle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 2nd and 3 now. Shotgun handoff to Harvey. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
He was brought down by Jermaine Johnson. The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. That is Smile Munson. And he adds some yards to the pick before they bring him down.
I think they were going to be grateful just to get the ball back, but now look at where they're getting it, Kate. This is already inside field goal range. I promise you this, they're going to be disappointed if they don't get at least 3 points off that takeaway.
Dumped off to his running back. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That's the end of one here on New Year's Eve. Still anybody's game here in the early goings. More from this one right after this. Shotgun snap now to Ward. And this one is launched downfield. That one connects. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4. Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Buying some time left. And this is going to be hauled in for the touchdown. These guys make them pay for turning it over. They'll try this extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And these guys drive their lead to 11. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Returnable from the 2. And that hit is going to freeze him at this spot. He got stuck right at the 20. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. The Broncos offense all set to go. And they find themselves trailing by 11 as they take over down 14-3. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Shotgun snap to Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. About set. This is 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got Sutton complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. All set now. 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Continuing to move past the 45. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48.
Once more, it's Nix. Short pass brought in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 2nd down now. They need 7. There's the fake. Here's Nix. He throws a bullet to the set. This is caught inside the 15. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Giving this to Harvey. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Nix from the gun. This one's caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Into the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Nix to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. He's got a lane up past the 30. The home teams are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. 1st and 10 from the 32.
Come on, ready?
Give now to the running back. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. 1st and 10 from the 43.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go.
Back-to-back carries here. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing now on first down. Ward hits him on the out route. And he's going to be hit, sent after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there. So when we come back, Brock, it's going to be 2nd and 8. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Ward. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's a loss of 4. Makes it 3rd down and 12.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Jump off, caught by his back. Ooh, sharp running here. He's past the 30. And he's finally stopped right at the start of that red zone. Down at the 20. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Pass the 60.
Blown back to the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, ready?
This run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. 6 defensive backs out there. Broncos going dime here on 3rd down. Here's Ward. He's got it near the 8. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunky yards here on 2nd and goal. Ward setting the pass. They're on him again, and he goes down again. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. Back-to-back sacks, and this defense hungry for a 3rd here. It's 3rd and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Ward now. Forced out to his right. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. The decision is to take the 3. Out comes the field goal unit for this try. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. It is Week 17. Playoff spots on the line, seeding on the line, coaching jobs may be on the line. Let's dive in. Our look at the NFL starts now. In the Steel City, it's the Steelers at home to take on the Commanders. And here's the Steeler wideout. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. Mark it down as a 65-yard touchdown catch. From there, why don't we go to Cleveland? Let's check in on the Browns as they host the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's Shedeur Sanders. He's got a couple of touchdown passes in this first half, including this one. 14 all, the score at the half. Lastly, let's go out to Chicago. The Bears taking on the Detroit Lions. And this is Jahmyr Gibbs. He's been terrific in the first half.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Return starts at the 9. And this drive will start inside the 25. The home team start headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Run from Pacheco, starting the half. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Ward. Escapes the pocket. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Complete out to the right. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They've got first down here from the 36. Ward off the play fake. Taking a shot deep here. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for second.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line.
Okay,
First and 10 from the 43.
Ready.
Another carry for him. It's another one. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Pass it down close. Touchdown. These guys grow the lead coming out of halftime.
That is just tremendous play calling. You know, there's some coordinators out there, Kate, that are just Rolodex. Right? They flip through their call sheet, they just call whatever's on it. Then there's other coordinators that could stack.
Oh, and it's no good. Just his second missed extra point of this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. So after the missed extra point, he's still out there, and he's going to put it back in play. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Denver set to take the field. On offense. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
And the Broncos first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Nix. This is thrown towards the defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down. Ball stays at that 37. Here's second and 10. It's Harvey straight ahead. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Stopped by Cedric Gray.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it. But it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. The offense getting set to go. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Ward. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. They'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion.
Out
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. They'll throw 3rd and long. This finds Bellinger. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
Cameron Johnston in punt formation.
He lost the football, and they steal it back on the return. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. They'll run here on 1st down. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Micah McFadden able to make the play.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Shotgun snap now to Ward. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Here we go. Here we go.
It's now 3rd down.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete. Now on 4th down, they're out to try for the field goal. This will be a 44-yard look. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll give them a 16-point advantage. After the field goal, they'll boot it away and put their defense back out on the field. Fields this one at the 3. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And they had to wave that white flag on their last drive, Bronk, hoping to avoid having to call that punter this time out.
Yeah, and you get several chances a game, on average, somewhere around 10 possessions, and you know not all of them are going to pan out. So you got to forget what lies behind and keep pressing on to the journey ahead.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. He picks up 28 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down Denver.
37-yard line.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
1st and 10, it's Harvey. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 34-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Nix's pass. Intercepted.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth cake down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
Buying some time right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. To the air with Ward. That's Robinson on the slant. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Offense is set. 1st and 10. Now here he goes on the boot. Headed out right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk to throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Go.
Again, Ward going to the air. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Set. Hot 70. Hot 70.
So as the clock winds down to a new year, we wind down to our final quarter. That's the end of 3. First down from the 42. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. A solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He rolls to his right. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Pat Surtain has it.
Okay, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
Knicks now on first and 10. Looking right, and he finds him. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The ball's on the 48. Here we go, first down. Putting a receiver in motion. Short pass brought in. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is second and inches. Now Knicks. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10. They give up the middle to Harvey. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Knicks from the gun. He finds his back, Harvey. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. In the red zone on first. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10. Out of the gun, it's Knicks. It's his running back. And this one doesn't go far.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this.
It's now 4th down and 1.
Going for it with Harvey. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal. Here's Knicks to throw. And to set up the screen here, it's Harvey. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. Nick's going to try and throw for it. And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work. They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And they aren't able to get it back. The Hands team does its job. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Offense to the line. Here we go.
Get it.
Plowing up the middle. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be second and 5. First down run gets him 6. So now it is second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
Let's go
second
now.
and 4.
Ward off the play fake. Put the body on the line for his team. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that gives him a first down.
Complete to Chimre DK.
Come on.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Ward's going to hang on to it. He cuts it to the right sideline. And Ward's going to hit the deck as he gains enough for that first down.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
A loss of 3.
We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first.
At the 13-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. And he will take this in. Touchdown. These guys can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. That one right down the middle. And his guys take a 3-possession lead.
Visitors 16.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So here comes the Bronco offense. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I'd expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Mims with the grab. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
A gain of 6.
Running back sent in motion. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning. Broncos hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. 1st and 10 from the 43. Throwing here, Nix. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Nix to throw again. Hits him on the out route. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. Now Nix on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. He's got Sutton complete. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Harvey. And he'll get about 4 yards as that brings up 2nd down. Hurry up offense now as time runs down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Nix now to throw. That's him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. To the line and sent. Here we go, 1st down.
That's another Broncos 1st down. A gain of 7.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Nix. Oh no, they get him yet again. And they bring him down after the pick and decent return. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Line up the design keeper.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Bronk, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this arm.